You are listening to Castles, Capes, and Clones, which will explore everything in the Disney universe, from Disney animated films to Marvel, from Pixar to Star Wars, from ABC to the Muppets. My name is Loren Javier, one of your hosts, and I'm here with my cousin and co-pilot, Rich Womasanta. We've been Disney fans for as long as we can remember. Our families used to go on vacation together to either Disneyland or Walt Disney World every summer. Since then, with the Disney universe expanding into Marvel and Star Wars, we find that this is all we ever talk about. So we thought we'd share this discussion with you all. This is a show made by Disney fans for Disney fans like you.
Hey everybody, we are, as you can see, in person. My name is Rich, because normally I'm a voice. Normally I'm your co-host, our normal main host, Loren.
Hello!
And our guest, our only guest we've ever had, Tom.
Yeah. And we love our guest, Tom.
He's like our third
Yeah, I guess my third
person.
Appearance. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like our normal correspondent.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Right.
That's fine.
So we decided to do this on video because we just got back from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which, let's just get into this.
Yeah.
First impressions. Let's just do if you could describe it as a little blurb.
Oh, God. My mind was just swimming when we went through. Like, we entered, and the first thing we see is Chewbacca at the X-Wing.
Right.
And it was... I just remember I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
Just like I was watching a movie. That was a good way of saying it. Is that when we went in, it was like I was watching a movie and I couldn't move for a minute because I just wanted to watch what was going on. And he was just fixing the X-Wing, but I was just amazed by it. And that pretty much describes my whole time at Galaxy's Edge.
How about you?
So a little before, because we got there a few hours before our reservation.
Right.
A little before we saw some of the other merchandise, and I got teary-eyed because they had, because I love Tauntauns, and I got a little like misty-eyed, like just holding it and just like.
Tauntauns are awesome.
So, but once we entered, when I heard the music changing and the atmosphere just transforming, I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Like, here come the waterworks. Like, so seeing the same thing, it was like, oh, hey, I'm a kid again, and there it is. If it was just that, I still would have been overwhelmed. But as we got deeper and we walked through the marketplace, like it was. Like, it worked so well of it being of there being people in there, because that's what that would be like. There'd be a bunch of people there buying things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when we kept going, we saw the pod racer engine cooking all that meat, and it smells like
space meat.
It smells like space meat, but appetizing. And when we turned that corner and we saw the Millennium Falcon, like I couldn't so. For like a little bit, I thought I was there by myself. Like, I was completely excited. I grew up with these films, and just seeing her right there, like, oh, there she is. Like, oh, okay. Like, I teared up. I'm just gonna say it. I have my glasses on, so you couldn't tell. But no, it just, the word immersive, I feel like isn't a good enough word for what it's like being there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing prepares you for that experience, especially if you're a big fan. Because when we walked in, and then we ran into, right away, cast members speaking to us in character, not saying like, hey, welcome to the Star Wars land or whatever. It's pretty much like a conversation like, you guys should hide. Because Lauren's wearing a general, calling me general with a rebel sign.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, we're talking to, like, resistance members, and they're like, you should keep that.
Yeah.
Because it's first order over here. That might get you. And the stormtroopers run around. They will call you out on your what are you doing? They're always kind of like
right.
They're cautious,
suspicious of you.
Yeah.
But my overall impression, I honestly don't have the words to describe how I felt, except this like bombardment of emotion of just like something you've wanted for like 40 plus years.
Yeah.
And even like as the time passed by, it does not feel like you're at Disneyland at all. In fact, I forgot we were at Disneyland until we left, and all of a sudden we're back at Disneyland.
We're in Critter Country. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So I definitely need to go many, many more times. I don't know if I'll ever get used to being in
just
that
being
land.
there. Yeah.
Right.
Like I remember I said to you when we were there that I could just sit and look at the Millennium Falcon like all night long. And what was nice about when we went was that we got both daytime and nighttime.
Yes.
Just different. I was just talking to Tom about how the lighting on the spires like changes at different times of the day, and that alone is just, it's amazing just seeing that,
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sit at one of those like tables at one of the restaurants and just sit there all day, whatever.
Yeah. At Hondo Roasters.
Somewhere. There's like a whole bunch of there is so much to see. I don't think we saw like even half of everything. Like I'm pretty sure I missed a lot.
No, yeah. There's an insane amount of detail. Yeah.
And I know that I was just wandering around like aimlessly, just like I had a map, but for some reason I just couldn't. I didn't want to take myself out of the experience.
Right.
Like I didn't want to go, well, let me take out my map and look for this or that and the other thing. I just wanted to experience it, in the moment, and it is really you get into the marketplace, and it's like this maze of things, and you don't have like bright signs on the outside, and that really just added to the whole experience.
The place almost like encourages exploration, because you're right, there aren't any like, oh, here's where you can buy this. It's just you just, oh, what's over here, let's just see. Like even the separate little shops like in the marketplace, you go in and they have like little details in there, like I don't know, just you could easily use that land as a set for another Star Wars movie and it'd be fine. Like that's what it was like.
Yeah. Like it first hit me when we were walking in and you get to the market. Like it's just how much detail.
Yeah.
It feels like you're walking into a
farmer's
really
market.
Foreign farmer's market.
Yeah.
You watch like travel shows and like you see other countries and their little markets. It feels like that, but even more alien because the things that they're selling is not typical.
Right.
But it makes you feel like you are on another planet. You are in a different culture. You are somewhere else. And it's funny because they tell you that's what it's going to be like, but you just don't know.
No,
that's how it's going to be like. You can. Your expectation, my expectation is just blown away. I'm like, this is way more than I thought it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, my expectations were already super high, and then they just went beyond that.
Yeah. Like I don't know how Marvel Land's going to do.
What are you gonna do with that? Yeah.
Well,
we'll see in due time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that they put as much, thought into that being as immersive an experience. So,
I'm just saying, like, this is a pretty high benchmark for anything. For any new, if they want to expand anything,
definitely
for them to hit. But holy moly, they knock this one. Like it's not even like using the term out of the park is not even like out of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Star Wars vernacular.
Yeah.
Let's get into, but probably a lot of people are going to want to know about it, which is, we'll just cut to the chase and go to the big e-ticket attraction, which is Smuggler's Run. So we went during a time where there's only reservations, so the crowd was controlled. And we did also wait a little bit until there was like a 10-minute wait. So
yeah, we waited like 2.5 hours, I think, right?
Yeah, about like, two and a half hours in.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the queue. I mean, like the only thing bad about having a smaller wait time is like we rushed through that beginning of that queue. Ground level, you're going behind the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah,
right.
That sounds so awesome
yeah.
to say. We went behind the Millennium Falcon. You can see the engines and whatever, but we just like zipped right on through. But luckily, you know, in the queue, you go upstairs, and then you get to see it from a little bit above, and we get to see a little more detail of. But too, like there's like a whole ship we never even noticed.
Yeah, I know.
Out there, there's like a shuttlecraft.
I was like, no,
on
there's
top.
a shuttle up there.
Yeah. The queue itself. What did you guys think? Like, if you had to spend an hour or two in that queue, would you feel it?
Would I feel it?
Like, would you feel like it? This is
I would need more time. I feel like an hour isn't enough. Like, especially with my camera, like, give me 3 hours in that queue. If I had full access to all of it, give me 3 hours. Because there's so much detail. Like I was telling Loren while we were there, waiting in the queue, I said it feels like the amount of detail they had in the original version of Star Tours before they updated it. Like, just all like tools and everything were everywhere. It felt like it's so weird because the land just opened, but it felt like, because the weathering and all the detail, felt like it was there since forever.
Yeah.
So I was noticing, like, they had that engine in the middle. Like, if you look below the engine, they had like oil, like it was spilling oil there. Like, oh, it looks like it was there.
Like a garage.
Yeah, it was a garage full of tools and everything, and the way things were just thrown about, like, oh, I'm just gonna throw this right here because I'm gonna come back to it.
Yeah.
Like, just. That's one of the biggest things I've always loved about Disneyland, specifically, just in general, is the amount of detail they put into everything.
Right.
So, they did again. Like, they didn't hold back. Like, they went just nuts with it.
Yeah.
So there was just so much to look at. Like, I was just like sensory overload.
Yeah.
Like, throughout all of it.
Going into the what do you call it? Going and seeing the upper views of the Millennium Falcon. That was really amazing.
All of us went, oh, like all of us gasped, and just like we all
we did. When we came up to that one thing, all of us went
because we weren't expecting to see that.
Well, it's funny to that. I mean, like, it's not like we didn't see the Millennium Falcon coming in.
We just saw a different.
We
saw the rest of it.
Angle.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, you can see the top of it. You can really see like the gun and the radar dish and on the circular thingies.
I think they're exhaust. I think that's what they are. Yeah.
But like, they're so iconic that you're sitting there going like, oh my god, it's right there.
Here it is. Yeah.
I know. It was just really. That whole queue, and then you go in and you see Hondo and Naka, and that is an amazing animatronic.
Yeah, that whole room. Like, if there wasn't an actual Millennium Falcon attraction, it was just that, I'd still be satisfied. Especially when there's a moment when he starts talking to Chewbacca and he's saying, "Oh, you're letting us use the Millennium Falcon for this, yada yada." And you hear the Millennium Falcon and you feel it, like the whole room like shakes, and you hear it over you, and then you see it out this window, and you're like, oh, like, yeah, that's it. Like, and I think they had it set up so, based off of where we were, I'm pretty I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like, where we were and then where the actual Millennium Falcon is outside, it was behind us. At least it felt that way.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like, oh, what's it back there? Oh, it took off and here it comes.
Right.
Yeah, because outside they're setting it up like they're getting ready to take off.
Right.
Like it sounds like there's busy work going on. There's people inside or whoever, well, inside of the Falcon already, and they're fueling up and everything. So it makes sense that you go in there. Oh, it was there and it took off and here it comes. So yeah, I noticed that right away. I was like, oh, which is why it was such a big deal seeing it and then hearing it and then seeing it just like oh okay, here it comes.
Yeah. The droid that's with him,
Mm-hmm.
it's I want to say it's an R5 unit because it's got the kind of bucket head, but it has those like teeth painted on.
Yeah.
I think I do have that actual figure.
Really?
Oh,
I sold it in a set. Because it has that like weird, like someone painted on teeth to it.
I saw that.
So I really like that because I'm like, oh my god, it's right there. Like this little figure that I had from some set I bought from Disneyland. I can't remember what set it was, but I bought it just specifically for that R2 unit or R5 unit. And I, seeing it there, I'm just like, this is amazing.
Right.
I mean, Hondo is one of my favorite characters from Rebels and Clone Wars.
Yes.
Like behind Ahsoka. And so hearing him talk and hearing, I think, people who probably don't know who he is laugh at the way he presents things.
Yeah.
Because he's a scoundrel, he's a pirate, and he's a con artist, but he's very funny at it.
Yeah.
Like when he says like, "Oh, this will never happen," and then Chewbacca says, and then he's like, "Okay, maybe it happened once or twice."
It has happened twice? Oh, okay. Twice a day?
Twice a day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's why I highly recommend the Pirate's Price audiobook.
Yeah.
Because it tells a story on how this whole thing happens, how Chewbacca and Hondo come to an agreement on why Hondo is using the Millennium Falcon. And it's voiced by the same guy, Jim Cummings, and he's, first of all, he's amazing because he's also Winnie the Pooh and Tigger.
Yes.
Right, exactly. Amongst other voices.
He's, look up Jim Cummings and voiceover. He's everything in your childhood is pretty much him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after talking with Hondo, I remember we kind of went to another room and peeked behind something. You can see the interior of the Millennium Falcon. That was another oh my god moment.
Yeah,
I know,
there
exactly.
And we're about
we
to
were
go
like
in there.
running around like children.
Yeah, just like, oh, there it is. Like, yeah. Just that famous hallway with the padding and the lights, just like, there it is. And then before you know it, you're in that
common area.
Yeah.
The common area where the jar table is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The couch. And it's like, there's a bunch of groups of people in there.
Yeah.
So before they call your group up. So you have like a minute to like somehow get everyone you want into that picture.
I know.
And it was like even when we were there, like not all of us were able to do it because we're just like totally rushed to get in there.
Yeah, because they start calling all the groups to their separate locations.
Yeah. But finally sitting at that table felt amazing. So, and then after that, you pretty much your group gets assigned different tasks. There's 2 pilots, 2 gunners, and 2 engineers. Yeah.
I was an engineer.
Yeah. And we all have specific jobs. Tom and I were both pilots, so I sat in Han's seat, and Tom sat in Chewbacca's seat.
Which is funny because I'm shorter than everyone. Well, between the 2 of us anyway. Yeah.
But I am wearing the vest. So.
Yeah. So it's more good.
But the Han seat controls left and right, and then Tom's seat was up and down. And the hyperdrive.
Yes, which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
which was
awesome.
nice. Yeah.
Behind the 2 pilots are the 2 gunners. I'm not even sure what their
I don't know how.
I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then behind them are the engineers with just a panel of. Everyone had panels of buttons.
Yeah, it was like buttons that lit up.
Yeah.
And when they lit up, you had to press the buttons.
Yeah, because I remember before they even told us that's what to do, I saw one of my buttons light up with a green border.
Yeah,
I pressed
I had one too. I pressed it, and that started.
It started the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, and I pressed the other one, and did the rest, and everyone else had to do it.
Not only does it like you hear it, but you feel it. It's
starts,
like a little rumble, and you're like, "Oh my god, did I just turn on the light?" Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't even remember a lot of that. What the mission was, I was just like just taking everything in, going like, "Oh my god, this is amazing."
Yeah. Again, it was another one of those things where you're like a little child, just everything from your childhood that you knew of Star Wars was right there in that cockpit with us.
You're in, and you're controlling the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. So like a lot of people have heard compared it to Star Tours. It is in a way that it's a motion simulator, but that's about, and it's Star Wars, but that's it. The level of similarities between it.
The feel is different. Everything about it is different. Yeah. Everything aside from just those basic things. Oh, it's a simulator. That's it.
Yeah, it's basically the next step in the evolution of motion simulators. Like we had Star Tours, and then something like the Back to the Future, where you feel a little bit more immersed in it. But you're totally immersed in it, because not only are you seeing everything and just kind of enjoying the ride, you actually are in control. So when we say you are piloting that thing. Like me going left and right, I can feel it going left and right.
Yeah.
And then up and down. The gunner, you can see the guns going
in different directions. Yeah. It seemed like they were aiming. Yeah, I want to be a gunner next time.
I was like, I want to try the gunner.
Just try all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try all of them at some point. At one point.
But for me, it just the whole time I'm just like I'm piloting the Millennium Falcon. I don't know what's going on really. I'm hearing cues like do this, and I'm just looking to see where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
Like, well, that looks like a building, so let's go this way.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't hit me that we were piloting it until I pulled the lever to go Lightspeed, which I didn't think it would just happen. But no, because it lights up and it tells you do this.
You do the iconic
Chewie
move.
Yeah, I did it twice too. So I was like, oh, this is cool. And at some point, more buttons lit up for both of us. There were three. For me, it was three.
It was like 3 or 4. Yeah.
3 or 4, and they weren't in a row. Like one was here, one was here, one was here.
Yeah.
And we would just hit all of them. Like we don't know what they did.
Yeah.
They did something.
Did something. I don't even know.
Yeah. So
we hit them. I'm like, all right.
All right. Yeah.
It's for anyone who's ridden, is it called Mission Space? What's the ride in Epcot everyone gets sick on?
Yeah, Mission Space.
Because in Mission Space, everyone has a job.
Yeah.
And there are buttons you press, but I honestly don't think they do anything.
Oh, it's just press this.
I know that because we only had, it was for a 4-person pod, and we only had 3, and that other person had to press something, but that person wasn't there.
Yeah.
So we still landed on Mars or whatever.
Yeah.
So this one, definitely, if you do not press what you're supposed to press, something happens.
Yeah, twice or 3 times. I think twice because of you, we slammed into, especially at the end. There's just a big mountain, and we
yes, I remember.
We were all screaming. We didn't graze it. We just went right into it.
The mountain.
And we're like, I think we're dead, guys. That's what I was thinking. And more than once, because with you, I was looking at things. I wasn't looking at what was going on up there.
I know there's so much going on.
That's pretty much what happened. I know the moment.
Yeah.
Because I looked up and all of a sudden I'm like, oh man.
Because
I'm looking at things going, am I supposed to press something else?
Yeah.
Oh, because I thought we were done.
Well, we all screamed when we saw
it. We all screamed. We see it and I was like, oh, we have to turn. I have no control over this. More than once, I know we slammed into things because I didn't, go up or down in time. Because I was
so much going on on screen. You're looking at your buttons because there's so many buttons. Mm-hmm. And I'm just waiting for something to light up, so you're just on the screen going like this, but is there something lighting up somewhere? Should I be pressing something?
Yeah.
But it's more than a ride. It's an experience.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they didn't do it 3D. I said that talking about Star Tours and the comparisons.
Because if we had to wear goggles, that'd be weird.
That would have been harder.
Because you don't wear goggles
Yeah.
on the Millennium Falcon,
Exactly.
so that was another thing I liked about the ride was it was in 3D.
Yeah. I have, like, it doesn't require many.
Which is what's great about
rides
it.
again and
Going
again,
it again.
I know.
Because
Right.
depending on who you're with, like,
Yeah.
the situation's going to vary.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what it's like
With strangers.
if everyone messes up.
Right.
And, like, 'cause, yeah. And what is it like if you get, like, 100%? What if, like, it goes by perfectly, you don't hit anything?
Right.
Like what is it like if everything goes? Because we kind of I think we got like the middle ground.
Yeah.
Like things went wrong, but it wasn't a complete disaster. Like we finished the mission. We got all the all the big crates.
It was a coaxium.
Yeah. So I wonder, based off of the little score thing, like what is it like if everyone just screws up?
Messed up, yeah.
Like 0, you get like a 0%. Like what's it like, or is it like 1 point?
Right.
Like or what? I don't know what's the maximum. So like I want to pay attention to the.
We just smash into everything.
Yeah, just like I feel like that would be fun.
Yeah.
Like just like, hey, all right, guys, let's sabotage this and just let's on purpose, just to see what's different. And do our best at the same, a different thing to, really focus.
Yeah.
Because it really is a team effort. Yeah.
Luckily, we had a group of 6, and there's 6 spots.
Yeah.
Right.
So, can you imagine getting there and like your 2 pilots are like 2 little kids, and they're just like whatever.
Yeah. Like they don't know what to do. Like okay, well.
Like all right, I guess that's not where you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Well, I was filming some video at the same time, and I'm sitting there going, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Like. And I couldn't do it. I had to stop the video because I was like, I can't film the whole thing.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's so much going on, and and I wanted to enjoy myself at the same time.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I agree. Because somebody was telling me that it was like Star Tours.
And I was like, I'm like, Star Tours is Star Tours.
Yeah.
And then and also when I heard it was like interactive, I'm like, I was skeptical. Like I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna pull it. No, they pulled it off.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like we were cheering and screaming throughout. Like anytime we did something right, like we were like, we were just losing it.
I know. Yeah, we were like screaming the entire time. Like everybody was just. I don't think anybody was bored on that.
No, there was never a dull moment. And when we mess up, we were just laughing our butts off.
Right.
like when we crashed, we started screaming. Just like it was just like it was everything. It was it was perfect for what it was. What it needed to be, like a Millennium Falcon ride, because they could have just okay, you're sitting on Millennium Falcon and you have no control over what's happening. But no, they took it to the next level. Like, no, you're in this and we're going to let you control it. And it's going to be different every time. Like, we're going to give you the experience that you've always wanted, which is to fly the Millennium Falcon. And not as if, seeing it and then being in it isn't enough. Like, no, you get to fly it now. Yeah. You get to shoot and you get to fix it and make sure everything goes fine. Yeah, it just we were talking about it'd be cool if they had like pictures. Yeah. I feel like
that's the only thing I wish that ride had.
I feel like it should be more than that. I feel like it should be a video.
A video of it?
You pay.
That would be fun.
Yeah, just like a video of just them seeing everyone's reaction, because so much is happening. Like it isn't like Splash Mountain where they take one photo of the biggest part, or Space Mountain at the end when everyone's just. I feel like you need more than just a picture for that. I feel like because how long is it's maybe 5, 10. I wasn't timing how long it lasts. The actual attraction itself, actual.
It was pretty. It felt like
I think maybe 5 minutes. Once Once everything starts, I feel like maybe 5 minutes. And like a 5-minute video that they could charge for, I'd buy that. Yeah, I'd buy.
Especially that first one. The first one.
Yeah.
The first ride with all of us, since we all knew each other and we're all big fans. I think that was that would have been an awesome thing to see us all there. Yeah. Just doing what we were trying to do and all the
all the reactions and
because us in the front, we can't see what you guys.
No, we can't. Because we were focused on what was going on. Yeah.
So it'd be kind of cool to see what everyone was doing and how everyone was like.
Even if it was a snippet.
I mean, even if like 30 seconds or something, or like what they if there's a moment they expect to have a big reaction, like why not? Like because I'd pay for
a couple, or maybe do a couple pictures like hyperspace. Someone pulling that thing, and then the first victory, I guess. Yeah. 'Cause I don't know. I guess you could not get anything, and just like what that means, and like those moments, like we got it, or oops, we crashed into a mountain.
I know.
I'm still thinking about when we saw that mountain coming. We all started screaming.
I honestly was looking at something else, going like, I'm waiting to see like. Should I? Because I thought we were landing, so I'm like, do I either press something?
Yeah, is it over?
And then I looked up. I'm like, oops. Look, I tried. Mm-hmm. Too late. So that was awesome. We can't talk about this without talking about the immersive quality of this land. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like I said from the get-go, we were greeted in character by these two people. Like it was almost weird because the way we entered in through Critter Country, it was a very subtle transition. Yeah. Right? Because you're just walking and then it's still green, but then all of a sudden I noticed all the light fixtures were slightly different. I'm like, are we here? Yeah. And then we got greeted by these two cast members. Yeah. But they were in character right away. Yeah. And then throughout the park, no one really everyone pretty much has their own story, backstory, whatever. Little remarks here and there. Our friend Nick, who was with us, was holding a lightsaber. And the First Order stormtroopers were kind of harassing him. Right. And he does a whole they're asking him what is that, and he's like. I think they said something like, "You're just a collector, right? That's not a you're not an actual Jedi. You're a collector, and no, I'm not a Jedi."
Yeah, he's like,
that's good to say.
You're like, okay, no, that I usually, traditionally speaking, I don't really interact with any of the characters, like even in Disneyland, with one exception. Like if I see Mickey walking around, I'll wave and I'll say, "Hey, it's the boss." But that's as far as it goes. But because I felt so immersed, and I never take selfies. I usually don't, but I took a lot this time, which is something I don't normally do. Yeah. And the first, those two stormtroopers were walking around, and they were interacting with everyone, and I put my phone out, and he stopped, and I said, "Long live the supreme leader," and then he looked at me and he went, "Thank you for supporting the First Order." Right. And I was like, "Oh, that did it for me."
Yeah. As the resident character hunter,
right.
I have to say that I love the way that they did the land where. Basically, the characters were just roaming around. Yeah, right. There was no set meet and greet area. Right. And I spent most of the evening trying to find Rey, but I ended up finding all kinds of. I saw the First Order, and there's a new character by the name of Vi Moradi, who I guess is a subject of one of the books. But, we talked about, delivering a message to the resistance, and then, of course, we caught Rey on the way out.
Yeah,
which was so exciting.
I saw her and I was I was wondering, is it just someone else? But she had her Last Jedi robes on, and she had her full staff that obviously wasn't a toy.
Yeah.
And the way, and she was speaking in the accent, and it actually looked a lot like her.
Yeah,
and I'm in love with Rey, so I'm like, I was like, oh, there she is.
I know.
I'm like, oh my god.
I know, yeah, because I was looking for her, but I love the fact that they just roam around,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just part of the fabric of the land.
So much so that I kind of want to, whenever I'm there, I do kind of want to immerse myself and give myself a character. Like,
oh yeah,
on the way out, I was like, where would I say I'm from?
Right.
Like, I don't want to be like normal and be like, I'm from Corellia or I'm from Alderaan.
Yeah,
I know.
So I'm like, where else can I be? And like, just pull out a planet name.
Yeah.
From canon, just to give that a little bit of authenticity, you know, whatever. So I'm like, where can I? So I'm like, I'm gonna research like all the planets and be like, where can I be from? What could be my story and why I'm just wandering around there?
Oh yeah,
right.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, what do I say?
Yeah.
To the Resistance, if anyone over Resistance questions me and asks me, because I am pro Empire, pro / First Order, so like, what do I say? Like, yeah.
Well, the whole Long Live the Supreme.
Yeah,
that's one.
Yeah, that's one. So
right. Yeah, that's the nice thing is that you could pick, you know, anybody. You would be First Order, I would be Resistance.
Yeah.
You know, and I like that idea because, you know, when you're talking to the characters, you know, I feel like you have to say something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be, hi, you know,
no,
can I do this?
They
kind of, in a good way, they like force you to like role play with them.
Yeah. Even just them going, like, when we went to the Millennium Falcons, like, have you guys piloted before? And obviously, most of us have been to say no because it's like the first time for most of us.
And you said yes several times, like countless.
Of course. I'm like, look, I'm playing the part of the scoundrel, whatever. Of course, I've played. I've piloted things before. Simple. You know what you guys are doing? Yeah.
Done this countless times. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should do that for the next time that we go.
Well, I want to do the whole kitbashing thing. Where I need to get... So kitbashing is where you... Basically, kitbashing is how they made the Death Star. How they made, like, all the ships in the first film. They just took model kits and, like, took pieces of it and glued them together to make them look like something different.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so people are kitbashing their phone cases to make their phones look like in-universe phones. So that when they're using the app, which I didn't use today... Right. I saw people using it. I wanted to, but I'm like,
around. Yeah,
I wanted to take everything in first,
right,
so I didn't want to concentrate running around going like, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
But I know eventually I'd want to, and just to keep in character or whatever, and make it look like something from Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to some hobby store, buy a bunch of model kits, and just piece and glue and paint and whatever, which I haven't done since. Since I was in high school.
Yeah, just get like just another case that you just swap them. Yeah, or I mean that's what I would do. Like just get a case and then dress it up and then swap it when we go there.
Yeah, some of them are really nice.
Yeah,
really elaborate.
Yeah,
but that's something that I couldn't keep in my pocket
like all
every
the time.
day.
Yeah,
but so I want to do that. And, I've read some of my friends want to, like, form groups, just go there, and all they want to do is RP with the cast members and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. And I just realized something.
Yeah.
So we saw all the lightsabers that people were walking around with, which they say, oh, you shouldn't have this out because, the First Order is here. So they say that to everyone. What would they say it to someone that has a red lightsaber, a Sith lightsaber? Because I don't recall seeing one. I saw blue, yellow, white, green, purple. I didn't see one red light
I didn't
anywhere.
see a red one. Yeah.
And I'm just like thinking because I was like I was like kind of like in character, like in my head I was like Jedi scum, like I'm surrounded by just Jedi resistance. And I'm just like I saw Kylo Ren, I was like, oh good, okay, so like because. So I bought 2 of the soft drinks. I brought a Sprite and a Diet Coke, mostly because I don't drink. I'll put them right here. So here's a Sprite. I drank them. And here's the Diet Coke. And I don't drink soda, but I'm like, I have to now, for this. Like, I mostly got them for, I like the way they looked.
Yeah.
So I'm saving these. So
I bought the Coke one, but I'm not gonna drink it. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So after literally after I bought them, so there's a section where there's like a Gonk droid and and an R5 droid. There's a bunch of different droids, and I saw 2 stormtroopers and Kylo Ren, and even he talks too. Like you hear him, and he's interacting with everyone. But he's like, I don't know if you saw him like walking around, but he's like aggressive. The way he talks to everyone.
Oh yeah.
Like if someone's like there was a lady trying to take a photo with him, and he was like, move along. Like he was like, he didn't push her, but he was more versus the stormtroopers who are like, oh, like this, like they're trying to find things out. He's like, no, get out of my way. I want nothing to do with you. I have things to do. Right. Which I liked. Like he wasn't polite at all. Like, which I like. Yeah, so it was him. Like, and I like his character a lot. So just seeing that, I was kind of hoping he would look at me and I would say something that he would like, but he was like on a mission. He was like, I have things to do. Right. So yeah, just I didn't, aside from like Rey, I didn't see any other characters, but I mean, seeing stormtroopers, I mean, you can't complain about that. So.
Right. Like the immersion doesn't even end at like when you're at the cashiers.
No.
They refer to the prices of everything as credits.
Yeah.
Asking for your annual pass. Or like, do you have a discount card or discount something? I don't know what the exact words was.
I forgot what the terminology was, but I loved that.
Yeah, and everything was like in credits or and.
They don't call bags. They would keep asking Nick when he bought his lightsaber, do you want... Basically, the question was, do you want a bag? But they phrased it in a different way.
Yeah.
And at first he's like, I don't... But like, I think it's a bag.
I couldn't make out what they were saying, but they have a greeting. They don't say hello.
They don't say hello.
They say something specific. And part of me thinks it's this.
What?
Which is like, I think it's Harun Call, which that might be it. I don't know what that is, but it was something alien, like it was supposed to be like a different like Star Warsy language.
Maybe
yeah, I don't know. I mean, because you have another reservation next week.
Yeah.
And I will probably be joining you on that.
Yeah.
So
that's me. Again,
just exploring and just looking at more details. Yeah.
And then the what's it called? Not the greeting, but the when they say bye.
Yeah.
They say something else.
Till the spire.
Right.
Yeah. Till the spire.
Oh,
okay. Something like that.
I think so.
So. Yeah. So, like they have lingo.
Yeah.
I saw someone have a card that has some of that stuff on there. So I need to find that and then remember all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I'm sure that somebody has it like online.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Somewhere. Somebody's got to have it online.
Yeah. Someone I was following had showed pictures of cards he got because he was there during press day or whatever. And they got some stuff. So, speaking of immersion and the cast members, like at the merchant shops, everything does not feel like you are buying merchandise from Disney.
No. Yeah.
You are buying, Black Spire Outpost merchandise.
Yeah.
What did you buy?
I bought. Okay, so remember a while back when we were talking about Galaxy's Edge, when you had just come back from Celebration, and I said that I was going to get a Princess Leia doll and an Ahsoka doll, and we were going to have a tea party. So I'm all set for my tea party. So I got those, and I wish that I brought them in so that everybody could see them, but I also got a puffer pig.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I just thought that the puffer pig was so cute. And what's funny is that it's a little puffer pig, like about this size, right? But then they give me this box that's this big.
Yeah.
I thought,
you gotta keep your puffer pigs.
yeah, because it's from the creature stall.
Yeah.
And so it really feels like you're going in there, you're seeing
getting
all
a
of
pet.
these bizarre pets and things like that, and so it's nice that they give you the big case because it's part of the experience.
It's in a carrier,
right?
Like you would have like a cat or a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So those are the things that I bought.
Yeah.
Speaking of cats, so when I was looking for the Loth cats, and we found the creature stall. And I just love the way they treat them like they are
like they're
real
like
animals.
they're real
Like,
animals.
if you pet him, he'll purr for you.
Yeah.
But if you do this, he might get angry.
Yeah.
Like if you pull his tail, he'll get angry at you.
Yeah. He'll growl or something.
Yeah, all the creature toys you can buy. They have features that make them more interactive.
Right.
Right. The as Tom mentioned, the first time I saw a Tauntaun, it makes the Tauntaun noises.
Yeah, it doesn't have buttons where you press this and it just starts
doing
like it acknowledges you.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is the main reason why I lost it. I'm like, okay, I love Tauntauns, and it knows I'm here.
Yeah.
So
the porgs are pretty good size.
Yeah.
Probably what they are.
Probably, yeah, I think they're scale.
And they're puppets, but they're you can flap its wings, whatever, but it does make the noise and whatnot. The Loth cats, it has different expressions, and they're pretty. That's pretty good size.
Yeah,
it's pretty much the size of an actual cat, like an average cat. Yeah.
But I didn't play with the monkey lizards.
Yeah.
But they had two different versions.
Yeah,
there's the Celestial Crumb colors
and a bluish.
Green,
yeah.
Which you see that if you watch Resistance, those colors I think they have them in those colors. But yeah, it looks doesn't look like a toy store. It looks like they're selling little creatures on this. It's not even like a you walk into it.
It's just out in the corner.
It's literally just on the street corner.
Just imagine just a farmer's market when everyone has their own all those stores in there are small. They're not a big thing you walk into.
They are.
They're these little things that you I said they don't
so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. And there's not that I saw, there's no signs saying toys, creatures. You just have to
store.
Yeah, you just walk in what's in here? Oh, there's this. The toys, they weren't they weren't like Legos and figures.
Yeah.
They were you got a few things. But I was if I had the money, I would have bought everything in there. Yeah. They have toys that are made out of wood, but they're in universe, so they look like they're carved, and they're just what a kid, what a child in that universe would have. They're not going to have plastic. They have a sand crawler that's wood, and it opens up, and there's two little wooden Jawas in it.
Yeah.
They have these little universe things, and I'm because that's what I like as far as merchandise, things that are in universe, not just a shirt that says Star Wars.
Right.
I like things that okay, what would a shirt there look in this universe look like? Or I found two hats. One was a First Order officer. I'm and I'm not a hat person, but I would get that. And they also had a section in one of the bigger shops. They had an Empire section. And I'm I'd buy everything here. And they had an Imperial, a green, kind of like an army green Imperial officer cap. And I'm I have to buy this now.
Yeah, there's so much.
Yeah.
For a Star Wars fan, it has anything.
Everything you'd ever want.
If you want to buy it, make your own costumes, whatever.
They have everything. Yeah.
If you just want decorations for your house, they got it. Mm-hmm. I blew my mind. I did not know they're going to have at the droid factory or the droid depot.
Yeah.
They have R2D2 kitchen stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm what? I need to get all of this. There's a nice freaking bowl. That's R2D2's dome.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It looks amazing, and I need that.
I know.
It's expensive, mind you, but one day I will have that as my popcorn bowl or whatever.
Snacks or whatever. Yeah.
But like the amount of stuff I did not know was going to be there is mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like the R2D2 stuff, the clothing, like, but then it's also like these little accessories, right? We saw some of them in Star Traders. So like, there's a Jedi accessory set that has the holo projector.
Yeah.
The communicator, and something else I don't remember. But they all like do something. They're not just like these plastic little toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's a function to them. Like the hologram emitter, you can put different holograms on there, like of Yoda or like Grievous or whatever, and it'll light up like it's a hologram.
Right.
Even like the binders, the handcuffs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it's not just like these toy handcuffs. I mean, they are, but like they're lit. Like there's a function to them.
Yeah.
It feels like something, and then it looks like it would be actually used in the universe.
Right.
So all those things just blew my mind, and all like the model kits and stuff.
Yeah. They really caught my eye because I used to do scale models when I was like 12, like 11, 12. And I'm like, okay, I have to get these, and I've been wanting to do it again for a while,
right?
And now I think I have to. So, yeah, for me, I mean, I didn't buy anything this time, but I mean, like, I would go nuts if I had the money. Like we were talking about, like the lightsabers, like I would buy at least 3 of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like the custom ones, not counting like the
legacy.
The actual legacy ones, just like the custom ones. Like we were talking about, like what color blades we would get. Like I would have, like going along with the story thing. Like each lightsaber would be like a certain point in, I guess, my character's story. Like a blue, like a Jedi hilt with like the blue blade, and then probably at some point the white blade, which is where my character would kind of be neutral, but then he would just completely turn to the dark side and have the intimidating with the red blade. So I took a photo. So I walked over there and they had these cards where they showed you all of the options with all the different actual. So I took a photo of it so you could see like, and you can mix. Like first you kind of pick like a route to go, but once you're in there, apparently you can mix and match it.
Oh, awesome.
So even if you pick like say a Sith hilt, you can like if you want like
Jedi.
Yeah. So
you should do if you do like an evolution, like you can start off with like a base saber, and then manipulate that same saber in different ways, so that when you get to your Sith one, it's still like the remnants of your original one.
Yeah.
But like it's been Sith this size.
Well, like that's like about Kylo Ren. That's something I noticed. So in the Last Jedi, the flashbacks of like when like Luke's point of view, where he was just standing there and Kylo just like attacked him, or I guess Ben attacked him, and then Kylo Ren's version where Luke was crazy and was just gonna start wailing on him, and then like the real version where he was just standing there and he was thinking about it, and it was like so if you pause when Ben or Kylo Ren reaches for his Jedi lightsaber, look at the hilt, and it's the same hilt as he has like now, but he added more stuff to it, and it's not black. It's like a normal silver, but like the actual parts of it, it's his lightsaber. He just modified it and added stuff to it and painted it black at some point. So he's had the same lightsaber the whole time. He just added things to it. So I guess that makes sense. But having like a lightsaber that you change as you become a different, you go a different routes in the Force. Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, like you look at it that way, or like you just want 3 really different ones. But if you use them as set pieces, like these have a backstory to them. You can tell that.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool.
I didn't see one red lightsaber.
Huh?
I didn't see one red lightsaber. I felt so alone.
Like I saw.
I knew that one.
Yeah,
I saw a couple, but not a lot.
Well, minus the cheaper ones.
Right.
Like I didn't see any like of the custom like red blades. I mean, I didn't. Not that I noticed anyway.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
I didn't. I noticed every other color, but
Yeah.
you know, talking about merchandise, the thing that I also liked was that, you know, before we went to a store that had, you know, all the kind of day of merchandise and, you know, shirts and things like that, and you know, the kind of stuff that you would find in the theme park were there, but they weren't in Galaxy's Edge. You know, like you didn't have your, like, you know, your shirt with the thing on it, you know.
Yeah, nothing there says Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, everything is, you know, straight up like artisan whatever, and, you know.
I mean, I did see shirts that of some kind that had, like, or like hats that had Batu or Black Rock.
Yeah, but it doesn't say Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
like, even all the pins that I saw, they were in world. Like, they don't mention, oh, you're in Galaxy's Edge. Like, it says Black Spire Outpost or Batu, or, you know, like the Droid Depot and all that. So, yeah, they didn't skimp on any of that at all.
yeah, it's funny. Like, we walked out of the Millennium Falcon ride, and usually these big rides, they empty you out into a store, right?
No,
that
this
did not
one didn't
happen
do that. No,
with the Millennium Falcon ride. They didn't all of a sudden push you into the store. Even, like, they could have easily done an in-universe store.
Yeah.
Just had, like, you emptied out into the market, but the market, you enter the market through with like a store with all the models, ships and whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of like the fact that they didn't go that route.
The exit was, the exit to Smuggler's Run was, first it's just like I don't know, like the tunnel looked so familiar to me. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to remember from, it was original trilogy for sure. Like, I think it reminded me of the tunnels in like the dungeon in Jabba's palace, like the way the walls look.
Yeah,
that's what it's from. Yeah. So it looked like that. It felt like, we just did this and we're trying to sneak our way out.
Right.
Like, we're trying to hide the fact that we just did this.
Right.
And then and the actual exit is like part of like a sewer, like giant sewer exit, and like even the grate is just off to the side.
Yeah.
Like you know, like you just smuggled this stuff. Oh, we have to sneak our way out. Like, the exit isn't like in the main part. It's like off to the side.
Right.
So you could just sneak your way out. No, I noticed that. I was like, you really feel like you just did this thing. You don't want to get caught doing it, and we're gonna sneak out the back. Like, just no one's gonna see us.
Right. We shared what we got. What did you get?
Yeah. So I got, because I just had to. I've been playing a lot of D&D lately, but these dice, these chance cubes.
The chance cubes. Yeah.
And it's like super simple. Like, it looks like the chance cubes that Watto had in Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like dice. They don't feel like cheap or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
They're weathered.
And
it comes in a cool actual like dice pouch that you'd probably find in, you know, Batu. Like, someone just crafted this out of whatever.
Right.
So that was pretty cool. Because I do want to learn how to play this game. I bought a deck of Sabacc cards. In fact, I didn't even look at them.
At the individual. Oh, there you go.
Which come with dice.
They come with different dice.
Yeah, more
I don't
dice.
know what they are. Obviously, there's going to be instructions, hopefully. But yeah, they're Sabacc cards, so with instructions. So I learned how to play, and we will be playing.
Yeah, we'll be playing
for our starships.
You'll have to teach us all how to play it.
Right, totally. And then in preparation, so when you make a lightsaber, you know, obviously to power your lightsaber, you have kyber crystals, which you can buy. So I bought 2 of them. I bought a white one and a purple one. So they come in these little containers, which are impossible to open without like an industrial knife.
Which store did you get the kyber crystals from?
These were in Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is an amazing store.
Yeah.
A lot of expensive stuff I would love to have.
Yeah.
Did you find the Ark of the Covenant when you were there?
No, I didn't even know.
Wait, hang on, what?
The Ark of the Covenant.
Okay.
There's an actual
The Ark of the Covenant is one of the things that's in there.
like from India,
from
Indiana
Indiana
the Lost
Jones.
Ark. Wow,
Yeah.
there's so much stuff in there.
I know.
I took a lot of photos, so maybe I could find it in there. But yeah, there's so much stuff. Like it feels like it's just we found all these antiquities, I guess, and things, and here they are, and we're gonna sell them.
You know the baby Sarlacc that was in there.
Yeah.
I've been reading the comic book series, and in the first issue, Doc Ondar hires Han Solo and Chewbacca to get that baby Sarlacc.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's part of their contribution to his.
Yeah, I love
thing.
seeing like, oh, that's what the rest of it looks like.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just like the mouth and then just like a big hole, a stomach or whatever. No, there's like a whole thing with
Whole
like
body
legs,
in there.
oh,
They
giant
got arms
body.
and they got legs.
Yeah, it was.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah, I got a video of it.
Here are my Kyber crystals. So white one. So the white one wasn't out on display. I mean, like it's weird because like it was. There's like a display of them, but it wasn't out on where they had all these things.
Right.
I had to ask for the white one.
Ah.
But yeah, they have white, purple, blue, green, yellow, and red. The red one, apparently, 1 out of 100, every 100 red crystals is actually a black crystal. And so these crystals interact with the lightsaber. So whatever lightsaber you put it in, the color of your crystal dictates the color of the blade. So you can buy make a lightsaber and a whole bunch of these different crystals, and you can change the color of the blade. So that's kind of cool. But these also interact with the Jedi holocron and the Sith holocrons.
Right.
Which I did want to get, but I didn't want to fork down $50 right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eventually get one.
That's
of
Oh,
them.
I'm gonna get both.
Yeah.
Obviously. I have to get both, and then I'm gonna buy a bunch of red crystals. I'm gonna get all the crystals, and I need to at least try
To
to
get the
find
black
that black
crystal,
crystal.
Right.
I don't know if I'm gonna go as far as buying 100 of these things, because even then you're not guaranteed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll probably try a couple times to get that black crystal, because the black crystal, it still gives you a red color, but they say that it's different. It'll act different with the holocrons and your lightsaber. So I'm curious to see what that is. Yeah, that's really all I bought.
Well, actually, we should also mention the Doc Ondar animatronic that
Yes.
is in that store.
So I think that's my favorite store
Yeah.
in the place. But it's actually like it's a proper. I don't even want to call it store. Like it's called the Den of Antiquities.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the place where you'll find a lot of the high end things, but are more artifact-y.
Right.
Statues, busts. This is where you're gonna find the legacy lightsabers. So legacy lightsabers are the character lightsabers. So you can find Obi-Wan's from the Phantom Menace, which is the one I've been
You've been looking for
forever.
years. Yeah.
They have Luke's from Return of the Jedi, but a more screen accurate version of it. Because the one they had originally had a really thick emitter part, which if you watch, Return of the Jedi, it's actually thin. Mm-hmm. But because of the mechanics and how that worked, they couldn't do it. But they have it so on this version of it, they give you two emitters.
Yeah.
One that can house the blade, and one you can just. It looks more screen accurate where you can just display the blade.
Right.
What's cool about the legacy lightsabers is that it comes in a really nice display case. So you can just buy the hilt without the blades. And then they had Darth Maul's.
Yeah.
Asajj Ventress's curved blade, which
which
I think looks better than the original one they had.
Yeah,
Right.
no, that appealed to me, and they have Ahsoka's as well.
Yeah, they had Ahsoka. So Ahsoka's are her lightsabers from when she left the Jedi Order. So they are her white lightsabers.
Right.
And they come in a pair. You can't just get one. I think you can't get this one.
No,
I'm pretty sure
because
I'm
pretty sure.
they come in the case.
Yeah, the case has both of them in it.
And they are amazing.
Yeah.
Because my sister bought them. She's a big Ahsoka fan. And then they also have, which no one hardly people talk about, but they have the Jedi Guard lightsaber. So if you watch Rebels, Kanan goes into the Jedi Temple, has his Force vision, and he fights the Jedi Guard, and that's the lightsaber that they sell at Doc Ondar's. And in there, Doc Ondar's actually there.
Yeah. He's there, and he's just it's like he's just doing busy work. He's just working.
Yeah, he's just working.
Yeah.
Like he owns the place, but he doesn't. Like he's got his staff to do everything.
It's not like he just moves, his
he isn't
arms or whatever.
Well, he isn't just like this. He moves around his booth.
He stands up, he turns around.
Yeah.
He's does all of these things that it really feels like he's there.
He's just there. It's like he's the boss. He's doing all the he's doing all the work he needs to do. And he's having everyone else do all the grunt work, I guess.
Yeah.
It's it just adds to it, and to who Doc Ondar is. I mean, just in terms of species, he's a hammerhead.
Yeah.
Or a Thorian, if you will. But it's amazing to see an Athorian just sitting there, doing what he does
with his little beard,
right?
His little
it's awesome. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I think lastly, because we can talk forever.
Yeah, there's
thing.
so much.
We'll end with the other animatronics that you see, in a really odd, I remember seeing the concept art for Ronto's Roasters, right? And they have a pot engine basically cooking.
Yeah, it's upside down. It's,
on it's almost like an open pit barbecue thing, and you have a droid turn into the spit, right? And it's meat on the thing. I mean, it's
fake, but it's this giant alien.
It's meat. You can see where's some kind of alien creature that they're cooking, and then they pump the area full of meat smells.
Right? Yeah, it's funny because the droid works out. I was standing there for a while because I took video of it, and it's the engine isn't always running. Right. At some point it messes up, and the droid makes I think I broke it, and he's at some point the droid is struggling,
really?
I hope no, yeah. At some point it's because the engine goes it starts breaking, it starts going down, and the droid is I need to fix this. The meat's it's not gonna cook. I'm gonna mess this up. And then it goes and it struggles to get back on. And it goes it gets happy and it goes back to the usual thing where it's running.
I didn't see that. Now I definitely have to sit there.
You have to sit there he does. He doesn't just
because it's easy just he's just doing whatever. And he just perpetually just do that forever.
No, at some point it breaks and he's worried. He's trying. He's oh no he's not. I don't think the droid's speaking. It's just beeps, but you can tell he's worried. I gotta hurry up and fix this.
Right.
There's countless things we can talk about.
So food wise, we did eat there. I think all of us went to Docking Bay 7, which is a counter service with tables and whatnot.
And can I just say, I did mobile ordering.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I got my food literally 2 minutes after you came to the table, and you had
waited there.
Yeah, you waited in line, and
it took a while. That's the thing. It took a little bit to get the food.
I'm definitely going to use mobile ordering more often.
Fun tip for anybody: mobile ordering, even at the normal park. Disneyland.
Yeah, exactly.
I've gone to places where I got there, there's a big line. I'm this is a mobile order, and I'd get my food before most of the people in line.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I knew they had it, but I didn't know what I wanted. So we were already in. We were lucky actually because when we went there, there was no line.
There was no line,
and then
there was
I remember
giant line behind
as soon as we ordered our thing, we looked behind us and oh my god, where did all these people come from?
Yeah.
Right, so
Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo is what it's called.
Yeah,
I'm on the app right now.
So I got the Ithorian meatloaf, which was described as a plant-based meatloaf with like mashed potatoes and carrots, and I can't remember if that's what they said it was, like mushrooms or whatever. It comes in like this really nice dish, like like I think it's supposed to be a converted cargo space, so using kind of like industrial, but it's like pretty hefty. Yeah. And they gave us sporks.
Yeah, but like that were metal, and they felt just kind of thrown together.
Yeah. Like someone just like crafted it out of something.
Like here, just use this.
Right. Yeah. So that was amazing.
Yeah.
And the food wasn't bad at all.
It was. No. I mean, really what good. I got because you and I we
both got the.
Yeah, we got the fried Andorian tip yip, which is crispy chicken, roasted vegetable potato mash, and herb gravy. And the great thing is, it doesn't look like any of that. No. It looks like, but it still looks appetizing. Yeah. But it looks like alien food. And the fact that you're eating it with this like makeshift spork and like this little dish that just looks like, here, this was for this, and here, just use it for this. And now I had these, so there was that. And the sounds that are going on in that building are Star Wars-y sounds. Like, you just feel like, I just got this, I need to eat it. Like I ate it really fast. Yeah. Like, I was like, I need to eat it because I need to go do this. I need to go, like, I have a job to do out here. Yeah.
Like, you are here at a spaceport, just refueling, whatever, and just...
In between,
I'm just eating something while I'm just waiting for whatever. And to emphasize Andorian, that means from Endor, which means it's pretty much Ewok food. Yeah. Not made out of Ewok.
That's why I had to get it.
It's Andorian cuisine, so Ewok cuisine.
Yeah,
I felt closer with the Ewoks.
Same here. Like, and the word tip yip, like, okay, it's obvious. That's their language. Like, it means something. Yeah. So, yeah. It just, it felt like, like an Ewok made this.
Eating with us.
Like, and just like, I just need to eat it. So they know that, I like it. It's good. I'm just inhaling this.
Yeah. So, I would say, overall, my experience, like how it began, is I'm still overwhelmed by everything. There's just so much. Yeah. And we didn't even talk about... When you're standing just anywhere, you hear the sounds of
like ships flying around. Yeah. Like, that's the best. You only hear music. Like when you're entering, like when we entered, and eventually it goes away. Yeah. Like it feels like it sounds like you're just in this busy like city, like this little town, I guess. Yeah. Like, and there's things you hear, ships like all that. Yeah. And you hear, like, people, like, you hear, like, cargo, you hear about just this busy noises.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Like, you're at a, outpost.
Yeah, you're in this little outpost just in the middle of nowhere, and it's really busy. Like, people are just, aliens and just other humans are just doing this. They're just doing their shady things or normal, like, honest things. Right. And there's resistance trying to keep a low down, and there's... First Order, like, trying to control everyone. Yeah, it's just, it feels like, because I know there's some people that like, I don't like Disneyland when it's too crowded. The crowds work in this. Mm-hmm. It feels busy, but in a good way. Yeah. It feels like I'm just in here, I'm trying to blend in, like, whatever you're doing. Yeah. Like, I'm just keeping my head down, I'm just doing this work over here. Yeah. So, just how the First Order hassles everyone, and, It's surreal, but in a good way. Like, I can't believe, there's the Millennium Falcon. I can't, like, you feel like you're just, like I said, you're just another citizen just trying to just get through a day of not getting killed by the First Order or whatever. So,
and I would really recommend to people to just take it in. Yeah. When you go in, like, I have this tendency to go in, take pictures. I'm like on social media the entire time, and every so often I like to step back. Yeah. And this is a prime example of where, just disconnect from your phone, and unless you're using it as a camera. Yeah. But and just take it all in. You know, stand and look at the Millennium Falcon for a while. You know, if you have a time where you get to see different times of the day, you know, go back.
Yeah.
And experience it again and again. You know.
Yeah, that's what I mean, I loved everything about it, but if one thing stuck out, and to me was very much like the rest of Disneyland. You go there during the day and it's cool, but it turns into a different place when it gets dark, and it's no different.
Yes.
Like it's incredible. I mean, all the time, but it changes. It feels different at night.
Yeah.
And the Millennium Falcon switches on, the cockpit lights up. It just feels, it comes alive in a different way. All the spires in the back, everything about it.
Exactly.
It's just, it transforms. Yeah, we were there the last 15 minutes before our time was up. We just stood there. We stopped taking pictures.
Right.
And I was just leaning against the wall, drinking the rest of my diet. As one of the merchants was trying to sell them there. I think they said thermal detonator liquid refreshment, I think is what they said.
Yes.
So I was just leaning against the wall, drinking my thermal detonator liquid refreshment, and just taking in everything, just looking at the Millennium Falcon, and that's it. It doesn't do anything else. Just do that.
Yeah, this land is not a theme park.
No,
it's literally an immersion park.
Yeah. You're in a different planet.
Yeah.
You're not on Earth anymore.
So if you're expecting, thrill rides everywhere and whatnot, it's not really what it is. It's really just about living your life in a Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they do it super well.
Mm-hmm.
I love the world of Harry Potter in Universal Studios, and I think that the immersion that they do over there is raised the bar.
Yeah.
And Disney had to answer, and they answered it in a big bad way.
Top this, guys.
Yeah, it's Universal was we got Harry Potter and it's immersive. You can walk around in, you can do interactive wand stuff. And Disneyland was hold my beer.
Yeah.
Not only are all our cast members in character, they all have their own character, their own outfits. No one looks the same.
No, everyone had their own little unique look.
The only ones who are dressed similarly would be the people who work at Hondo's.
Yeah.
Because they're staff.
They're staff under him.
His what's it called? His company. Hondo's.
I
forgot what it's called. Yeah.
But those are the ones that have the similar, because they have that light blue. We were talking about outfits. There's the one. That's where you'll find that weird light blue outfit. Which now seeing it in character, where it is, it doesn't stand out.
Yeah, it didn't.
All.
It didn't look as weird in the land,
because it was only in there. If they were walking around, but no, it worked.
Because they work at, it's pretty much they were airport employees. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that's we had to stand out because we work here and whatever. Yeah. So it actually worked. So I remember because we were kind of ragging on it a little bit when I had the preview because it looks so out of place.
It does.
But now seeing it where it's supposed to be, it's totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it works.
Yeah. So definitely highly recommended. We are going to go many, many times. I am positive. We're actually going next week.
Yeah, and then
the week after.
The week after
my sister's birthday.
Yeah. When it opens to the public, we don't know what the crowd's going to be like, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah,
I know that they're going to do virtual.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Queues.
The crowd. In an odd way, the crowds work. It helps the immersion. It makes it feel busy, but in a good way. Yeah.
It does, but I wouldn't want it super.
Oh no, not sardines. We're packed, but but it feels busy. It helps the immersion. Everyone's just. Yeah. It just. I still can't believe how. I'm still blown away about how incredible it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my only regret was that we didn't get to go to Oga's Cantina.
Yeah, we didn't get to do Cantina.
The two things we could not do, Oga's Cantina, and we couldn't see the building of the lightsabers.
Yeah,
right.
Because they only let you in if you're.
Yeah. And it makes sense that one
is kind of exclusive.
Is exclusive because
it'd be packed in there if it was.
Well, it's not only that.
Like,
they keep telling people like to put away your lightsaber or whatever. So it's in universe. It's not even like advertised or whatever. This is where it is. It's almost like it's a speakeasy.
Yeah.
Right. It's like hidden away.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, I was wondering when we were walking around. I was like, where is it? But it's like in this little nook. You have to go in there and walk up to it.
Yeah.
And then they'll like the cards I mentioned. They're like, oh, this. Like they weren't like, oh, get your lightsabers here. Like they were being like.
Right.
No, it's
under the table, kind of. Like,
yeah. So like in universe, if you're walking around with a lightsaber, they say, "Oh, you should put that away because the First Order's walking around." In reality, they don't want you to have it out because you might whack someone accidentally.
One of our members of the party. Came very close many times.
He was just wailing it, and I'm like, oh, like I told him, I was like, you should listen to them. Like, yeah, the First Order. Yeah, there's a reason for it.
It's not really. It's like it's partly in universe, but partly safety.
Yeah, because I think he was more focused on the in universe. Like, oh, I'm a rebel. I'm gonna. No, I think it's a safety thing. Like a couple of times, like he almost whacked someone. Like a man walking away. He was like, oh, watch it. Like he was like, I should probably just hold it.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So, I mean, I understand the temptation. You just want to. It's a lightsaber.
Yep. So that's our kind of initial. Reactions to it. We felt we needed to get that out first.
Yes.
But stay tuned. I think we want to do a thorough kind of tour of it for you guys. Like we're gonna take our time.
I'll take our time. Actually, take like thorough
we
video
mentioned,
and all that.
Like really the play app, which we didn't get to do yet.
We didn't touch it
because we're gonna do that too, and I'll talk about how that went and what that entails and stuff like that. Hopefully, at some point, we'll do the cantina.
I know.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah. Build a lightsaber.
We'll have to do it for Jamie's birthday.
Yeah, build a lightsaber, make a droid. Yeah.
Make a droid. Yeah, there's so much more to do there. Normally we would play out our how to contact us, but you know what? Let's just go down the line and tell people how to find you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can reach me on Twitter at Lojav, Lojav, or you can find me on Instagram at Loren Javier, LorenJavier. And then, should I tell them how you can reach us on Castles, Capes, and Clones?
Sure.
So, for Castles, Capes, and Clones, on Twitter we are, and it's a weird name, but it's at CCC Disney Uni, UNI, for short for universe. So CCC Disney Uni. Instagram, it's easy. It's Castles, Capes, and Clones. And you can also find us on Facebook. And then if you want to write us, we'd love any kind of feedback that you have. If you leave it on Instagram, we'll also let make it easier for other people to follow us. But you can also write us at podcast@castlescapesandclones.com.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tom?
Mine is simple right now, just Instagram, because my focus is photos, Disneyland photography. The place is just insanely photogenic, even more so now with Galaxy's Edge. So my handle on Instagram is People Mover Pictures, just People Mover Pictures. So for a while I was like, I don't know if I like. No, I like that. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
So so it has a nice ring to it. So People Mover Pictures, spelled the normal way. I'll be posting a selection of photos that I took of Galaxy's Edge, and we'll also post them on the actual website for Castles, Capes, and Clones. So, and I took some nice ones. Ooh, the place is beautiful, and that's an understatement. It's gorgeous.
Yep. Yeah. And you can find me on both Instagram and Twitter at R2 Romasanta. So R, the number 2, ROMASANTA. And that's on both Twitter and Instagram. along with Castle Capes and Clones, their website. So yeah, we'll probably have more to talk about in the future. Like I said, we have a couple of videos we want to do, definitely, and probably some articles about certain things. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for leading today.
Yeah, right.
Now I figure I'm the Star Wars guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let us know if you want to see us do this on video again. It's kind of hard for us to get together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live 5 hours away.
Yeah. And I'm down the street from you.
So,
Yeah.
if we can figure out how to do like webcam-y stuff, maybe we can do that.
Yeah.
But, every time we get together, I would like to try to do something. So this is a perfect example of when.
It's great.
So the next one might be D23 then.
Yeah.
In August.
Yes.
So that's coming up. Comic-Con's coming up, so we're going to stuff on that too. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
you, everybody.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Catch you on the flip side.
Be sure to visit our website and blog at www.castlescapesandclones.com and follow the show on Twitter at CCC Disney Uni, on Instagram at Castles, Capes, and Clones, and on Facebook. You can also write us at podcast@castlescapesandclones.com. If you write us, we will try to get to your emails, tweets, and comments on the cast as soon as possible. You can also follow me personally on Twitter at @LoJack and on Instagram at Loren Javier. Where can they find you, Cuz?
You can find me at R2Romasanta on Twitter and Instagram. That's the letter R followed by the number 2. And at R2Inspired.com, which is my website.
Thanks for listening, and join us next week. The opinions expressed on today's podcast are solely our own and do not represent the Walt Disney Company, its subsidiaries, or assets.